Started out with no light, not a beam in his sight. That's when he made that one command and handed out both day and night. Then he took dust, blew it in his hand, made man. Said he can't be alone. That's when that one woman came along. Yeah, that man was strong, so you know what he did. Yep, he took that 12th rib. That's how he made that one female friend. But world trouble begins when, in that garden with those two trees, one of good and evil, the other L-I-F-E. The serpent tricked Eve, just kinda slick, see? Go ahead, but that one. Those weren't the rules handed out of G-O-D. So you know when he found out, he didn't scream, fuss, or didn't shout. Just said, look now, for the rest of your days, it'll be a real hectic state. And just for one reason, you chose to operate and play in a real dirty, uncertain way. So now you best be on your knees, day to day, trying to pray. I may send some help down soon your way. Come on. Lord, you took us from old testimony to scripture, from the beginning of days to when your son Jesus came. And then you explained game through letters on page, on how it's suited for kingdom, just how to live and behave. That's right. Lord, you took us from old testimony to scripture, from the beginning of days to when your son Jesus came. Come on. And then you explained game through letters on page, on how it's suited for kingdom, just how to live and behave. Well, next Joseph vintage, he would soon be sold to Egyptians, then Israel would be slaves. And at this time for the Messiah they prayed. The answer, Moses led them out of bondage. God knew they couldn't fight, he went ahead, parted the waters, everyone made it safe. God promised Moses milk and honey when he reached that very special certain place. Then Saul came, but so much he disobeyed. Yet songs to the Father David sang. David's son Solomon took wives who didn't believe, and as a result went back to bondage. God wasn't having that. More time passed than it lasts. An angel came and said to Mary, in your stomach Christ you'll carry, Joseph you'll marry. Could people's sins be forgiven? Very. Before crucifixion, F-I-E-D, the law would be handed down through G-O-D, for the Messiah to teach and to preach, perform miracles that mortal eyes did rarely see. Then it happened, they caught him, crucified, they thorned him, nails through his hands, man. And look at the ones next to him going through the same thing. Could this really be a dream? Nah, Christ was doing that for you. Come on. Lord, you took us from old testimony to scripture, from the beginning of days to when your son Jesus came. And then you explained game through letters on page, on how it's suited for kingdom, just how to live and behave. That's right. Lord, you took us from old testimony to scripture, from the beginning of days to when your son Jesus came. Come on. And then you finish up the apostle through Paul came and answered the Lord's call for kingdom, just how to live and behave. Finish up, Paul the apostle came, answered the Lord's call. He's the one in the end to reveal the whole kingdom call. He's telling all, if his hand's on you, stay obedient. Result, your vision will come true, and every day I have meaning. And don't try to explain, cause they won't really understand that you're regular, but inside you're like a very special man. Plus he'll bring you things that others only see in dreams. Those schemes, forget those, you'll pose with shinier and brighter things. Just like a king, you'll meet people you've never seen. Read them just like a book, from one look they wouldn't believe. Now that's an inner thing, so don't you get so confused and close. God takes you off his team, cause it's you he's trying to use the most. You took us from old testimony to scripture, from the beginning of days to when your son Jesus came. And then you explained game through letters on page, on how it's suited for kingdom, just how to live and behave. That's right. Lord, you took us from old testimony to scripture, from the beginning of days to when your son Jesus came. Come on. And then you explained game through letters on page, on how it's suited for kingdom, just how to live and behave.